Jay Bills from Media Spotlight UK, and I'm here with Astrid Wett. What's going on with you, sweetheart?
Not much. I'm just here this week to see what's going on. I'm here to do a few little interviews with the fighters. I'm not fighting this week. I wanted to give myself a little bit more time to train for my next fight. But yeah, I've kind of dropped the gloves for the mic and the camera, and I'm just going to see, what it's all about. It's nice to be on the outside looking in this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going to ask all the fighters a few questions and see what they got to say.
So it's kind of like similar to like how Slim was doing commentary when he was up in Texas, and he had a really good time about it. How does it feel to be like on the other side of the field? Like you were scheduled for fights before, now you're on the other side of it. So like, what are your thoughts in terms of seeing it from a different point of view?
It feels really nice actually to not feel that pressure of having to fight. I mean, it's not overly pressuring anyway. You can't put yourself under that much pressure, but it's just nice to be able to relax and just enjoy it a little bit more and not think about, at the end of this week I'm going to have to go to war. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just excited to speak to the fighters and see how they're feeling. Obviously this is a massive card, and I feel like they're really going to want to entertain. So I'm going to just scout how they're feeling and what their plans are really.
And of course, like with Elle Brooke versus Faze Ordway, you've had encounters with Elle before. Obviously, seeing it we're seeing female representation coming through to the fold now, and it's creeping into the Misfits boxing world. When you've had your encounters with Elle, and obviously now you've seen her training, I would assume that's happened. How do you feel she fares now against someone that she's never faced before? Obviously, Faith, we don't know so much about, but how do you see her progression from when she did face-offs with you till now?
I mean, I'm very, very excited for this fight. I mean, like you said, I'm really happy that they've got more girls involved because there's not that many that really want to do it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm really excited to see them fight. Obviously, Elle's been training this whole time. I think so anyway. I don't really keep an eye on what she's doing. I know she's been training. So I would expect her to be a lot better than her first fight. But we also haven't seen anything from Faith. Right. I know she posted that short video of her on the pads and stuff, and she did look very good. Yes. But I think Elle's got a tricky job here of figuring out how Faith is going to fight, because she's literally got to figure that out whilst she's in the ring. Yeah. So I think she's got a tricky job there. But yeah, very excited to see what they've both got to bring to the table.
And would we see like a rematch, like a possible rematch, because it was meant to happen and it didn't happen in the end? Obviously, your personal reasons, money you were talking about, for another company that was picking you up and stuff. So could you see a fight with Elle in the future? Is that something you still want in the future?
I think if the fans really want it, and if DAZN or Misfits can make it happen, then it's definitely a possibility. The only thing I would say is, for her fight with Faith, I'm pretty sure she's going to be weighing in at about 60, maybe 62 kg. And for my next fight, I'm going to be weighing in at about 50, 51. So that's a massive, massive weight difference, and I don't really know if that will ever work with me and Elle. She'll have to come all the way down, or I'll have to go a little bit up. Do you know, it's kind of hard to get that sorted. But if the fans really want to see it and it happens, and if she wins this fight, then I definitely think further down the line it'll be a possibility. If she loses this fight, I think I'd need someone a little bit more challenging.
And of course, with your fight with Keely back in Sheffield, what would you say is your own sort of progressions from that fight? Obviously, you're training consistently, I can see. So what would you say your biggest improvements are for yourself as far as when you next get into the ring?
I think being a little bit more relaxed. I feel like I looked like I was composed and I did kind of well. Obviously, I'm not a professional boxer. I probably looked silly compared to a lot of people. But it's just staying a little bit more relaxed and knowing that, whatever they do, I can deal with it. It's, you don't run away. You don't, I'm very good on my feet, or so I've been told. So yeah, it's just about staying a little bit more relaxed, being able to gauge what they're going to do and just beating them, really. I really wanted to, we didn't go past the first round with my first fight. And I was a bit gutted because I wanted to showcase what I could do for the rest of the fight, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So hopefully next time.
It was very, very similar to Salt Pappy when he went against Andy Warski. He was knocked out in 15 seconds. So.
Yeah, it's frustrating because you want to be able to show what you can do. So yeah, it's annoying, but we'll get there one day. I'm sure I'll find an opponent who will go the whole 3-4 rounds with me.
For sure. Finally, I wanted to ask, obviously, you've been shooting your shot with KSI quite a number of times now. I saw when you said for Happy New Year for him to come down. Yeah. I mean, I saw his latest video after that. He said no. He said no. I mean, what is it? What is it like? You gunning for KSI? Because it seems like even from the last press conference, you were aiming for the kiss and stuff like that. So what's going on? What's happening?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. That kiss or attempted kiss, was not pre-planned. It literally happened in the spur of the moment. I don't know what was going through my brain.
Right.
But that got so many views and like it literally went viral. And I just think the fans kind of love it. And I don't know, the New Year's thing was a bit jokey. I did not expect it to blow up as much as it did. I thought, you know what, it's New Year's. I've got to do something for New Year's.
Okay.
I thought, I'll just invite him because I think it'll be funny. Did not expect it to blow up. And then it reacted to it and I was like, oh.
No, because like even KSI's Reddit was like all over on it, and it was just like, you know, KSI was looking at us and like, no, I said already. You know what I mean? But you took it as like a joke. You didn't. Take it
absolutely. No, I knew that was going to be his reaction. Of course, I didn't expect KSI to come to my New Year's party. He's got much better things to do with his time.
Well, don't say we're so sure, but I mean, obviously, you might have to find another way to kind of work around
to get
it.
in there, yeah.
Well, I mean, KSI, I'm not promoting this,
He's giving me some advice.
Listen, don't cancel me on this one, there, please. But Astrid, thank you so much for taking time to speak to me. I wish you all the best in your training, and hope to see you on the next Misfits card. Are you looking potentially at the next one in February? Is that what we're looking at?
Potentially. I'm not going to say too much, but it will be very soon. But thank you so much for having me.
No, pleasure's mine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.